Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back into a Fortnite video. And today's video, I want to give you guys 3 really good tips that you guys can use to win way more games here in the season. I'm going to share with you guys all the things that I do that really help me get a lot more wins here in this game that you guys can do very easily, that can drastically improve your win percentage here in Fortnite. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away 2,000 V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys would like to participate in the next giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload and when I announce the winners every Friday. And lastly, make sure you guys put down your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account down in the comment section below, and you guys will be automatically entered into the giveaway. And lastly, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do, go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in my creator code, which is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator in the item shop. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 really good tips that you guys can use to improve your win percentage here in Fortnite. So the first one that you guys can do that's going to be a major help to a lot of players is going to be improving your positioning. And there is a few ways to go about improving this, but one really easy way to work on it is you always want to be proactive when it comes to fighting other players. You always want to put yourself in the best position possible. So for an example, say you're running next, so say there's a hill to your left, and instead of running at the bottom of the hill, instead you want to run at the top of it. Granted, it isn't like, the biggest hill and it's going to cost you like 150 mats, but if it's in the same direction of which you're running, you want to be on top of that hill, because say an example, you're at the bottom of the hill and there's a guy on top looking to shoot down on you. And in that example, you have really bad positioning, so the other player on top really has full advantage. They can decide to either just spray at you with 1,000 scar rounds, which I've seen numerous times, or they're maybe jump down just a little bit, but either way, they're gonna have high ground advantage on you. And usually when you're in that situation, there's not really much you can do other than maybe crank up a few high ground retakes. So instead, you want to be proactive and you want to take the high ground initially. So if you happen to run into a player when you're out in the open, you're not going to get caught off guard and the other player isn't going to have high ground right off the start. So that's one way you can improve your positioning, but positioning is just so important in this game. And of course, there's so many other different ways to improve it, but just always taking the high ground route when you're just running around in the open is always going to be the best option. And just another example, say you're on the top of the hill and you get sniped from a guy at the bottom, which has happened a lot of times to me. Even though the other player hits you with a snipe, if you're at the top of the hill, the other player, in order to challenge you, has to run up, meaning that during the time that they run up, you're going to have more than enough time to get off both of your minis. So even if you do get hit for damage when you're on that high ground, you're not going to get caught in that bad of a situation, because based on your positioning, you're going to have more than enough time to get off of your heels, and you're also going to have that advantage starting out in the fight as well. So working on your positioning is going to be one of the best ways to improve your win percentage and win more gunfights in this game. And so the next thing that you guys want to do in order to play a lot better in this game and get more wins, and that is going to be playing smarter here in Fortnite. Now there is a couple ways about playing smarter in the game, but the best one, in my opinion, or the best way to improve and to play smarter is going to be self-analyzing your gameplay. So say, for example, you really don't know why you're losing gunfights and you want to play much smarter against the other players that you're going against. So a lot of times when you die, that's the best time to self-analyze, because a lot of the times you're going to notice that you're going to be making the same couple mistakes over and over again. So whenever you lose a game in Fortnite, you want to really figure out why you lost that gunfight. And sometimes, the other player hits that super lucky 200 damage headshot or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you really just to get cheesed, but a lot of the times maybe you challenge from a bad angle. Maybe you should have got off your heels first. Maybe you find that you're burning way too many mats when you're build fighting other players. Maybe you're dragging out the gunfight for too long. or maybe you're just having a bad position before going into the fight. You're just getting caught off guard. So there's just so many different ways that you could possibly be losing games in Fortnite. So the best way in order to play smarter and to improve is going to be self-analyzing, whenever you lose, so you really know exactly how you lost. And like I said, a lot of the times it's going to be the same couple mistakes that's going to be costing you games. At least for myself, that's the case. I really don't typically lose to like every single thing. I don't constantly lose to like every possible way in this game. A lot of times it's usually like the same 2, 3, or even 4 mistakes that really cost me the most. And if I really just analyze and improve on those 4 aspects, I'm going to be winning a lot more games and also a lot more gunfights here in Fortnite. So that's going to be the second thing that you guys want to work on if you want to improve your win percentage here in this season. So the third thing that you guys want to do in order to win more games is you want to, especially for this season, you really want to be able to conserve your mats. You want to be really mat conservative, and not really to the point where you're not using your mats. You want to just be really careful about wasting any materials, just because I've lost so many games against sweats who, literally just ran me out of materials until I died. And at the same time, based on the fact that they brought back the pump, I'm telling you the best gun in this game hands down is the purple pump. If you have a purple or a gold pump, you have a significant advantage in the gunfight, because the purple and gold pump are the only 2 weapons in the game that you can win a gunfight off of a single shot. You can hit for 200 damage. You can't do that with any other weapon. Well, you probably could with like a gold charge, but a lot of times, who even uses that? And you have to charge it up all the way. So generally speaking, the only weapons that you're really going to get one-shot kills are going to be the gold and purple pump. So they are so viable, and they're just such a big advantage against other players. And if you waste mats constantly, I would highly recommend that you try to be a little bit more conservative, because if you have a blue pump, you always, if you have the mats and a blue pump, you want to upgrade or sidearm to the purple pump, just because it's such a big advantage. I'd rather have a little bit less materials and a purple pump than say a little bit more mats but have either a green or a blue one. So you always want to go for a purple pump if you're able to, and you're only going to be able to if you conserve your mats and you be very smart, just because there's so many tryhards in this game, and the number one way you're going to be losing gunfights against them is going to be running out of materials. So if you don't have that much, so you always want to be mat conservative. So whenever you're build fighting, you really want to be very intentional on what builds you're placing and also how you want to approach the gunfight. Either you want to maybe try to go for high ground right away, or maybe you just decide you want to just box up and wait for them to push you, and then that's when you're going to make your play. Either way, you want to be very accurate and you want to be very smart on where you place your builds and just not wasting any extra materials that you don't have to, and that's going to give you a big win percentage boost on this season. So with that being said, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. If you guys could, make sure you guys do drop a like, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, hit the notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload, and as well I do live stream every single day on this channel at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and alright guys, I'll see you next video.